Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Good morning to all of you. Happy weekend. I hope your day started off well. So some more interesting updates for this video, and the likes of Colin Udoh is in the updates. You remember Colin Udoh? We talked about him one time on this channel when he came on to clarify the issues between Coach Finidi and Osimhen on his Instagram. But he is here again on this update to talk about the fact that Nigerian Super Eagles may not be able to get Herve Renard to replace Coach Finidi. And he has given a few reasons why this may not be possible. Of course, you know that Herve Renard is currently employed to the France female team, and he's the one that's going to lead them to the Olympics. But the man has revealed that he's going to retire or resign from the job. Not retire, resign from the job after the Olympics. So he's going to be a free agent from September. And for that reason, we've seen a lot of interest for this man, and one of such is the fact that NFF has also contacted him for the possibility of bringing him to replace Coach Finidi. And this is obviously because of his wealth of experience coaching different nations in African in the African competition. But the last video, I obviously talked about the fact that NFF made an official bid, to bring Herve Renard to Super Eagles. But again, they face competition with Egypt. That was what I talked about in the last video. But Colin is now giving more details to this whole process, and he said that it's not just only Egypt that are interested in getting Herve Renard to be their coach. He also revealed that there are lots of clubs, including Saudi Arabia. A lot of clubs in Saudi Arabia, and then he said that the U.S. national team, that's the U.S. men's national team, are also heavily targeting the Frenchman to be the next coach for them. And he says that this is the reason why Nigeria may not get the bidding power, to convince this man to come. Of course, he's a top coach, and his fees are really on the high side. In the last video, you remember I talked about the fact that he says that he's collecting $180,000 a month, so if you can't match that figure, then obviously you have no discussions with him or his agent. And the likes of US men's team, they obviously have the money, the fund to get the coach of their desire. Also, the Saudi Arabian club sides, they are, it's where the money is at the moment, Saudi Arabia. So Colin doesn't see Nigerian the Super Eagles or NFF having that ability to compete with these other competitors to get him. And when it gets down to this kinds of situation whereby we have several giant nations chasing one manager, it just ends up hyping the price. It becomes the highest bidder wins the race, and Colin doesn't see NFF having the ability to outbid these other nations. But moving beyond that, just let me let you know that PSG have made a shocking bid to get Victor Osimhen and his teammate Kvaratskhelia into its club. And the shocking bid right now is that they're willing to pay about 202 million euros to Napoli to get these two key players. And Napoli obviously said in a few weeks ago that they are not intending to allow their two best players to leave in one transfer season. That's Kvaratskhelia and Victor Osimhen. They want to sell Victor Osimhen. He's like the primary targets that they want to offload at this moment, and they wanted Kvaratskhelia to stay up to at least end of this coming season, to see maybe they can have a replacement or something like that. But PSG have now tempted them with over 200 million euros, and you know that Napoli are really interested in this money. Obviously, they're asking for 100 million euros for Victor Osimhen. I'm not quite sure of Azelia's release clause, but it should be above 100 million euros again. So this is something that's going to be very trying for PSG. Even though they don't want to sell these two players, they are now tested, with this amount of money to finally be able to offload Victor Osimhen, because it's what they've always wanted. But we'll see what happens in the next coming days, whether they will be accepting this deal. But again, a part of the deal still depends on these players agreeing to the PSG move, agreeing personal terms, agreeing to wanting to play for the club, because the player also has their right, in the whole deal. But we'll see what happens from here in the next coming days. And moving on beyond that one, let me let you know that a tragic event happened in a just school, whereby a building, actually collapsed and injured a lot of students. It was reported that there were several students, I think up to 80 or more than that. When the building collapsed on top of, these people actually killing several people, injuring several people. And this is really, really tragic. Again, but why I'm bringing it to this update is the fact that Ahmed Musa has reacted to this very, very bad news by sending out a heartwarming message to this, the students and the parents, the guardians of these students, sending out his prayers and thoughts and his deepest condolences to the families and everyone that have been affected by this tragic event. We pray for grace, for healing for the families of the students who lost their lives, and then the ones that are injured. We pray for quick recovery for them. And then to the next update, let me let you know that the Super Falcons are still locked in their Sevilla camp as they prepare intensively ahead of their Olympic Games starting 25th of this month. Again, everything is still working as expected. The last time I talked about the fact that Chiwendu Ihezuo actually came to the camp, completed them 20 players in total, but it's still remaining the likes of Demehin and McLean to join, and they're expected to join this weekend. But I've not heard anything right now. But again, I'll make sure to let you guys know what's happening, whether these girls are now complete. But again, the training is really, really intense, and the Wadram is having some really nice time with the girls, and everything is going as planned. Their friendly comes up Wednesday, of course, as expected, next week, and then they will take their trip to Paris on Thursday for the competition. This is the update for this minute. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. React to any of the stories that you like. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely weekend and stay tuned to the channel, guys.